What's going on, guys? It's New 603, and today I'm going to take Medal of Honor Warfighter, the beta. As you can see down bottom center of your screen, in this screen cap it says multiplayer beta. One of the things I wanted to do was go through everything in the menu, as far as showing what it's like to navigate it, how to find your different soldiers and pick them, go through and customize your gun, the whole 9 yards. I know the big thing about buying a game is seeing what the gameplay is like and actually playing it and just going through all of that. But I also know a big part of deciding whether or not you like a game is also how the menus work. Is it easy to navigate, or is it kind of stupid and silly and difficult to find your way through everything? So just to kind of further help you guys out understand what the game is going to look like upon release, how it is to navigate and stuff, I just wanted to go through this, informational side of it. Let's just go through the menus and show you exactly how it is you get to do everything in the game. So when you go and you start, you hit multiplayer, this is immediately what you first see. You have your quick match, you have your recent server, your favorite buddy, back to main menu, introduction, the whole 9 yards. And then up at the top, you've got lobby, find game, soldier, gun, platoon, which I've not really experimented with yet, the stats and leaderboard, and then options. So from here, down the bottom left, you see battle log. You would hit select on PlayStation or the left button beside the Xbox home button, if you will, on an Xbox controller to open the battle log. So from here, this is where you start your parties. And to me, this is the most important thing that I want to cover as far as how all the menus work, because this is how you create your parties to get into a game. So you hit select, you open up the battle log. So what you can do is, top left is party. You can open party, and here you go. From here, you can invite friends, invite online. I think if you hit invite online friends, it actually sends an invite out to everyone that is online playing Medal of Honor. So from here, you can also organize your fire team, so you can completely max out your whole team and then try and get into a game. Also, you can lock your spot, so you highlight your name, hit X or whatever it is on Xbox, I think it's A, and you can hit lock or show gamer tag. So if I lock it, it's locked me in position. So say fakethriller is playing, I put him in slot 2. If I always want him to be my fire team buddy, I would set him up in that slot and have him lock his position. And the two of us theoretically never get split up. Right now, we do get split up from time to time. It's only happened a handful of times. I think it's a glitch, just part of the beta, and problems they want us to find and work out. So I don't think it's a big deal, but just so you guys know, this is how the party system works out. It's kind of neat. I like it. It makes things very neat and organized, and at first it wasn't very intuitive as to how to get here, but once you figure it out, you're like, okay, that's actually really, really easy to set up. So that's the party system. Your VoIP channel, you can figure out how you want to do that. It's not a big deal. So over on the right side, you got your battle feed, which I've never really cared to pay attention to. You've got your friends list, so you can invite people to play, and then your pending invites and whatnot. So that right there, very, very simple. That's how you would go ahead and create your party, invite friends, create your fire teams, create your entire huge party if you want to go in and make a stack team and absolutely roll people. So going through the rest of the game, we've only been doing quick match because there's only one game mode and one map. So to get into find game, we have not experimented with whatsoever, and I'm not going to go into it because there's really nothing there. So my soldier, this is where it starts to get interesting. This is where you can pick what kind of player you want to be. There's the Canadian Spec Ops. Well, there's Spec Ops, there's your Point Man, there's a Heavy Gunner, there's Demolitions, there's Assaulter, and there's your Sniper. So you've got 6 different kinds of players that you want to play at. Lately I've been playing as Point Man, so it all basically works the same. I'm just going to pick the Point Man, and I'll go through it and I'll show you what you can do. So select Point Man, you can change your unit or nationality. So from there, you have 3, 6, I lost count, 3, 6, 9, 12 different factions. Be Sweden, Australia, United Kingdom, Germany, United States, Poland, Russian Federation, United States Navy SEAL, Norway, Korean, Canada again, and again, United States. So you have a bunch of different kind of players you want, and each one has a specific set of equipment, as you can see on the left, about middle of the screen. So for the, let's go over, who was I playing as? The Sweden Point Man. Swedish Point Man. His equipment is the AK-5C, the lightweight barrel, 30-round, 5.56 magazine, muzzle brake, aim point, comp C, magnifier. I believe that's its the sight on it, and then the lightweight stock. And I mean, that's pretty much it. From there, you can confirm your unit selection, but it's crazy. You can pick so many different kinds of factions and get different things and stuff. So, the only other thing is, whoop, I apologize, guys. Alright, so let's go back. So, if you look in the top right, it shows you what your support actions are. And again, this is just for the point man. I'll go through the others if I have time, but I want to make this kind of a quick video. So, up top, you see your support actions. Level 1 is the Raven and Smoke Screen. Level 2 is Airburst Mortar and Fire Team Replenish. Level 3 is Little Bird and the RQ-7 Shadow. And then Apache Pilot for offense or defense, or level 4. Now, the Raven is basically a UAV. You actually pull that little plane out and you huck it up in the air. Airburst Mortar is exactly what you think. It's a mortar. I believe the RQ-7 Shadow is an anti-UAV, but don't quote me on that because I have not personally used it. I believe that's how it works. I know plenty of times my team has been able to block out their radar, and I've seen them, do it, but I don't exactly know how they go about doing it. For other factions, so for the Canadian Spec Ops, things are a little different. You can see there's got a Warthog for the level 3, but I'll wait for it to come back down to level 1. So we've got the Radar Jammer and Smoke Screen, your Dragonfire and Fire Team Replenish, the Warthog and the RQ-7 Shadow, and then Apache Pilot again and again. So it's kind of cool. So anytime you get any of these kill streaks, if you will, you have a choice. Do you want to be offensive or defensive with it? And I kind of like that. Just having that option every single time. They're fixed all the way through, and you only get 4. But I like that. It's a good blend between having kill streaks to make the game interesting and have something worth working towards, but there's nothing like crazy. You can't customize it, so you kind of keep the boosters down. There's nothing that I really feel is like so overpowerful that you wanted to sit there and camp to get that kill streak and call it in non-stop. It's just, there's nothing really worth it. So it's a nice little addition without overdoing it. So that's kind of a brief overview of all the different factions you can play as and the 6 different types of players you could be. Me personally, I've been using the point man because he's a run and gun type of guy. Very, very fast, lightweight. It suits my playstyle, so that's why I've been using the point man. So we go over to my gun. This is where you get crazy. So you can select your weapon. You don't have really much of anything right now. I'm not exactly sure how many guns we're allowed to unlock during the beta, but for now we will confirm this gun. So I already forgot what it said. This is the F88 Austere. I'm sorry, I do not know how to pronounce that, and I apologize. If you guys couldn't tell, I sounded a little congested today. My allergies are terrible. So the cool thing is, you can go to Paint Job, and this is where you get a good look at the gun, and that's pretty neat. There's nothing too crazy about this. And, you can apply a paint job, and that's it. Boom! There's your gun. You get a nice chance to take a look at it and see what it looks like, and that's always cool. As far as the stats, though, I don't think it really breaks it down. Magazine, there's nothing to it really. It just kind of shows you 2 different styles. So one's an extended mag, one's a regular. That's about it. Receiver group style, you can customize that. You can customize a lot, but it's not like your typical customization. There's not a whole lot changing from receiver group to receiver. Muzzle style, you get a couple of different choices, but again, there's nothing a whole lot that changes. You get your flash hider or your muzzle brake. Barrel assembly. Let's see, we got your heavy barrel, your standard barrel, and your lightweight barrel, so that's pretty cool. Your close quarters, your standard, and your precision. And optics. Optics, there's really not that many options. I was kind of surprised. Your lower power sights and lower power dual sights. I have not had a chance to really go through it, but it's all there. Just wanted to give you guys, again, I'm not trying to go super in depth on everything. I'm just trying to show you exactly what you get to do. Not everything in explicit detail. Just a brief overview of everything you're allowed to customize. So you have your options all the way back here. Stats and leaderboard. Player summary. Gotta get my career stats. Nothing crazy. Open player card, you can see here. KDR. Win-loss is kind of wonky. It's a weird graph. It just shows you win percentage, which for me is pretty high. Take that. Accuracy with a cool little bullseye showing you exactly how far off you are from being perfect. Score per minute. Top 3 classes, the whole 9 yards. So that's pretty sweet. Service record. I've actually not gone through before. which is pretty cool. So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go too much into it. I just want to go through, again, and show you everything that is going to be in the game, what's in all the menus, how it's laid out, where you can find what. As far as all the nitty-gritty details, there is just way, way too much to go into, but at the same time, a lot of it's locked because it's in beta, so there's not a whole lot to show. So that's going to wrap this video up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, it's just informational. This is information I want to give and share with you guys to help you decide if this is a game that you want. We've already shown you a lot of gameplay. We will continue to show you a lot of gameplay, but this is another aspect that me personally I think is not overly important, but still is kind of make or break for a game. A game can be pretty good and have an absolute shit menu system that really just destroys the fun of the game, what little fun the game had. It's like, okay, well, the game's only so-so, but all the bullshit you gotta go through to try and get into a game, it's not worth it. The game's not that fun. If a game were fantastic, then the menu wouldn't really matter. And I feel like at this point, Medal of Honor is going to be a good game. I just don't know if it's going to be a great game. It has a lot of potential. I know you guys are seeing a lot of issues with the beta at this point, but please don't forget, Battlefield 3 had a lot of issues in the beta. I mean, that thing was broken. And the game turned out to be pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. I do enjoy it, but it still has its fair share of issues. So take it with a grain of salt, guys. It's a beta. There's a lot of things I have to figure out from this, and they will get it done. Again, with Battlefield 3 in the beta, that game was beyond broken. It was terrible. But when it came time for the game's release, everything was pretty good. They did a good job of addressing all that, and they made it playable. So I'm not too concerned. Me personally, I'm actually looking forward to this game. I am pre-ordering it, so I at least get the benefit of getting into the Battlefield 4 beta. And I think this game has actually got a very, very good chance of being a great game. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up, and yet again, please share some feedback. Let me know what you think of the menus, just going through all that, and try and stay on topic, please. I would really appreciate it. Let's just talk about the menus, how you think of the build and the battle log integration and everything. Me personally, I like it. At first, it was a little difficult to get through, but taking the time, getting through everything, figuring out where everything is, I enjoy it. I actually think it's pretty well put together. Definitely leave feedback. I'd love to hear what you guys' thoughts are on this. I'll catch you guys later. Alright guys, if you made it this far, I'm going to reward you with some gameplay. So on the left, we've got Medal of Honor Warfighter. It's some fire team action. It's a team live comm between myself and fakethriller. Go ahead and click that if you want to fulfill your Medal of Honor Warfighter gameplay needs. And on the right, we have Weapon Request Live. It's episode 18. At this point, it's the most recent Weapon Request Live. Go ahead and check it out. It's a live comm I always do on Battlefield 3 where you viewers give me a complete class loadout. And I go ahead and do the best I can with it. And what I need you guys to do is give me a full class loadout in the comments. If you see one you like, give it a thumbs up. And I generally take the highest picked class. Sometimes I just pick a really high picked class. It doesn't necessarily have to be the top one. So go ahead and check those guys, both of those videos out, and we'll catch you guys later.